Could this interview get any worse? Let's see. I showed up late, didn't research the company, rambled for 10 minutes straight, and forgot to ask a single question at the end. Yep, that will do it. If you've ever felt like an interview was going downhill fast, you're definitely not the only one who's been in this situation. In this episode, I'm breaking down the biggest interview mistakes and what to do instead so that you actually leave a lasting impression. And to make this even easier, I've created something special inside my Career Advancement Toolkit AI Edition, a 22-page job interview response playbook packed with proven strategies and AI prompts to help you answer common and behavioral interview questions with confidence. Now, the first 20 people to grab it using the link below will get access to an exclusive offer just for this community. Hey, I'm Heather Austin, a university professor turned entrepreneur. And with over 20 million views on this channel, I've helped thousands of job seekers just like you build standout resumes, ace interviews, and land life-changing job offers. Now, I go live on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern right here on this channel with free job search and career trainings. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a session. And stick with me until the end because I'll share one of my favorite comeback lines that you can use if your mind goes blank mid-interview. It's professional, confident, and will instantly get you back on track. All right, so the first mistake I see is showing up unprepared. Now, I don't just mean forgetting your resume or running late. I'm talking about walking into the interview without researching the company or the position or even the person interviewing you. Here's what happens when you do this. Your answers come across vague, generic, and disconnected. And employers can tell immediately. It sends the message that you're not really serious about the opportunity. For example, imagine the interviewer asks, "So why do you want to work here?" If your answer is something like, "Well, I'm just looking for a new challenge," that's a red flag. It shows you haven't really done your homework. Here's what you need to do instead. Spend just 15 minutes before the interview doing these 3 quick things. Read the company's About page and scan their recent news or blog posts. Look at the job description and pick out the top 3 skills they're emphasizing. And check the interviewer's LinkedIn profile so you can mention something specific about their background. So instead of saying, "I'm just looking for a new challenge," you could say something like, "I've been following your company's expansion into the healthcare market, and I'm really impressed with how you've partnered with local hospitals to improve patient outcomes. With my background in project management, I'd love to be a part of a team that's making that kind of impact." So do you see the difference? One answer feels disconnected, while the other shows you've done your research and that you care about the position. And being prepared doesn't have to take hours. A little bit of effort goes a long way in showing your employer that you're genuinely interested and ready to contribute. Now, the second big mistake I see is rambling. Now, I get it. Interviews are nerve-wracking. You want to make a good impression, and sometimes the pressure leads you to over-explain, go off topic, or even share your entire life story. Here's the problem when you ramble. Your main point gets lost, the interviewer tunes out, and it can make you seem unfocused or unprepared. For example, imagine that you're asked, "Tell me about a time you led a project." A rambling response might sound something like, "Well, I've worked on a lot of different projects, and they've all been really important to me. Let me think. Oh, well, there's this one time where I was still at my last company, or was it the company before that? Anyway, it was a big project and lots of moving parts, and I think it turned out okay." Not exactly confidence inspiring, right? Here's what I want you to do instead. Use the PRO method. Problem, response, and outcome. This framework keeps your answers clear and focused. So let's try the answer again. In my last role, I led a cross-department project to improve outstanding processes. Of course, that's the problem. I created a new training program and coordinated with HR and IT to roll it out. That's the response. As a result, we cut onboarding time by 25% and increased new hire satisfaction scores by 15%. That's the outcome. Short, clear, and powerful. So remember this, when you feel yourself starting to ramble, pause, take a breath, and use the PRO method. It's one of the fastest ways to sound polished and confident in your answers. Now, if rambling is something you struggle with, I've actually included a full job interview response playbook inside my Career Advancement Toolkit AI Edition. It's 22 pages of sample responses, strategies, and even AI prompts that you can use to practice and perfect your responses. You'll find the link in the description below this episode, which leads us to the next mistake, and that is weak body language. Here's the thing, interviewers don't just listen to what you say, they also pay close attention to how you say it. Your body language can either reinforce your confidence or completely undercut it. For example, if you're slouching in your chair, avoiding eye contact, or nervously fidgeting with your hands, you might come across as distracted or insecure, even if your answers are strong. And in virtual interviews, it's just as important. Looking off to the side of the camera or having poor lighting can make you seem disengaged even when you're not. So what should you do instead? Focus on these 3 quick fixes. Posture. Sit up straight with your shoulders back. It instantly makes you look more confident. Eye contact. In person, look at the interviewer when you speak. On video, look at the camera lens instead of the screen. It feels more natural for them. And smile. It sounds simple, but a genuine smile goes a long way. It makes you more approachable and signals enthusiasm for the position. Now, let me give you a quick example. Imagine being asked, "Why do you want this job?" If you respond while you're slouching or glancing away, your answer may come across as flat, even if it's a good one. But if you sit tall, look at the interviewer in the eye, and deliver your answer with a smile, you'll immediately come across as confident and excited. So remember this, strong body language doesn't just make you look more polished, it helps you feel more confident during the interview. Now, the 4th big mistake I see is not asking questions at the end of the interview. When the interviewer says, "Hey, do you have any questions for us?" the worst thing you could respond is with, "Nope, I think you covered it." Here's why that hurts you. It signals that you're either not engaged, not curious, or not serious about the opportunity. Remember, interviews are a two-way street. The employer is evaluating you, but you're also evaluating them. So what should you do instead? Always have at least 2 or 3 thoughtful questions ready. Think of it as your chance to show genuine interest and to learn if the role is really the right fit for you. Here are some example questions you could ask. What does success look like in the first 90 days of this role? How does this team measure performance and impact? Or even, what's one of the biggest challenges the team is facing right now? See how those questions show that you're thinking ahead, that you're invested, and that you want to contribute. Now, here's a quick pro tip. Write your questions down ahead of time and bring them with you to the interview. It shows preparation and it takes the pressure off of having to come up with them on the spot. So remember this, asking smart questions isn't just polite, it's a powerful way to leave a lasting impression and end the interview on a strong note. Now, the 5th mistake, and one that's become even more common in the last few years, is tech troubles during virtual interviews. Now, we've all been there. Your mic doesn't work, your camera freezes, or your background is more distracting than your answer. The problem is, these issues make you look unprepared and can throw off your confidence in the moment. For example, if you're halfway through explaining a key accomplishment and your audio cuts out, not only does the interviewer miss your point, but it breaks the flow of the conversation. So how do you avoid this? A quick tech check before the interview makes all the difference. So first, test your microphone and your camera to make sure they're working. Check your lighting, face a window, or use a simple light to brighten your space. Choose a quiet, uncluttered background that keeps the focus on you. And then, of course, log in 5 to 10 minutes early so you're not rushing. And if something does go wrong, don't panic, stay calm, acknowledge that the issue is happening, and suggest a quick fix. For example, if it looks like your audio cut out for a second, you could say something like, "Hey, let me repeat my last point." This shows professionalism and keeps the conversation moving. Now remember, tech issues happen to everyone. What matters most is being prepared and handling them with confidence. Now, before we wrapped up, I promised to share one of my favorite comeback lines for when your mind goes completely blank in an interview. Instead of freezing up or panicking, you can try something like this. That's a great question. Let me take a moment to think about the best example to share with you. Simple, professional, and confident. It buys you a few seconds to gather your thoughts, and it actually shows the interviewer that you think carefully before you speak. Now remember, interviews don't have to feel like disasters waiting to happen. With a little preparation, a clear strategy, and the right mindset, you can walk in confident, make a strong impression, and leave knowing you gave it your best. And if you want to take your interview prep to the next level, don't forget to grab my Career Advancement Toolkit AI Edition. Inside, you'll get my 22-page job interview response playbook with proven strategies and, of course, AI-powered prompts to help you answer both common and behavioral-based interview questions with confidence. Now, the first 20 people to grab it using the link below will get access to an exclusive offer just for this community. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this episode helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another training. And I'll see you in the next one.